There we go.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Welcome. This morning's a little different. It's always different.
It's always different with us. Who knows what we're gonna get?
Jen brought a baby lamb.
I may have brought a lamb to work today.
One of her ewes had triplets this morning, and he's making noises. And this is the runt.
This is the runt.
Mama wants nothing to do with him.
No, I mean, to be fair, he can't stand yet, but he's perking up.
I haven't seen him move this much.
Anyway, so
we're trying to see if he'll make it, but
I'm trying to save his life.
So you can't do that by just leaving him.
I can't leave him at home. So he's with me today. Everywhere I go.
Bring your baby. She's a little Mary with her little lamb.
Right? I brought my sheep to work day. What time is it? 9:30?
Yeah.
He is 2 hours old.
And he's adorable. He's got the cutest little face and Yoda ears.
His little brother and sister are doing well with Mama. Oh, come on, boo. We're doing good. Oh, we're going to try and stand. Anyway, this was actually not what we were going to talk about today, but
can't just leave him, right? Anyway, so we're going to talk about Swatch for a minute and let you be distracted by the little lamb.
Right. So our Swatch challenge, that's our April challenge. We wanted to check in, see how it's going. We're a little over halfway through the month.
Some of you finished quilt tops,
some of you making 3,
or just getting started.
Or just getting started.
Jen finished her top out of her Liberty of London jelly roll.
Yep.
And she even quilted it.
I quilted it with some cute, simple Simon flowers on them.
Which is totally appropriate for Liberty of London
flowers.
And
you really lose it on the front, but it's really cute on the minky on the back.
That's the whole point. When you use minky on the back,
we can't be boring entirely.
Because that you totally shine.
How you doing?
Eyes are opening too.
Yeah.
So Jen made the crib size, which is the minimum for the challenge.
And when you do that, you don't have enough left over for binding. So I went through the shop, and I ended up picking a light purple gingham for my binding. I've got it cut. I just haven't made it and attached it yet.
But that's one of the things I love about this quilt is that one jelly roll,
it makes the whole top.
Makes the whole quilt
top. So, seriously, this is Liberty fabric, so it's a little more expensive. I want to say the jelly roll was like $53. But then I got half a yard of fabric. So we're still talking a whole quilt top in $60. And then I used a yard and a half of minky, which, was what, 24-ish? And then a throw batting, which is small. Actually, I pieced my batting from leftovers.
So the point is, you can have a whole crib size quilt for under $100.
Right?
Which is pretty good.
And you could totally, the size this is, you could totally quilt it on your domestic.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I, on the other hand, am not making a crib size.
No,
mine is a king. It is 1/4 assembled because instead of making rows of 18 blocks, and I don't have a design wall that big, I'm doing quadrants.
Right. So she's making 4 small quilt tops and putting them together.
But my small quilt top is still bigger than this one.
It is still bigger than mine.
So this is a 9x9 quadrant.
Mm-hmm.
And Jen and I were actually just looking at it, and we assembled ours the same way, and because we're both, not quite the same way, mostly the same way. We're both anal and OCD. So when you make these blocks, you have the one-pieced row, and then the 2
and you pressed yours open, and I pressed mine to the side.
Also typical. But when we put the blocks together, we alternated them.
So I switched them.
The one that has all the seams is next to a portion of the block that has no seams.
Right.
And then switchy. And what that meant was it limited bulk.
Yes. So we're not having those seams butt up against each other. And especially if the design, I'm looking for some of mine, my stripe or something. I don't want it to be obvious, I'm trying to match up to the next one. Okay?
No. And some of my striped blocks, I've got striped blocks all over in here. Some of them are sideways, some of them are long ways.
Yep.
And it's great because I don't want them all going the same way. This is supposed to be a scrappy quilt.
Right.
So it's so awesome.
And the other benefit of doing that, so when I did mine, I pressed everything to the side, right? But I pressed toward the solid piece, not the pieced side. And because I did that, I was able to spin every seam.
Every seam. And while I love being that anal,
you would totally do it if you were making a king size quilt.
I am making a king size quilt, and I don't want to. But I press all my seams open, and I did that on purpose because having pressed them open, there's very
you can just press to the side one way or another.
So it's really easy as I assemble the rows to press all to the left, all to the right, and then down. Mm-hmm. And then what I'll do is I do the next quadrant. All these rows are pressed down. The next quadrant over, all those rows will press up.
Yep.
And then
then you can put the quadrants together easily.
And put the quadrants together. So, but Jen and I are that anal. That is absolutely not a requirement.
No. But so I saw a meme this morning, and it said, when did your OCD begin? And it showed an old telephone cord where it was like spiral, wonky, spiral. I'm like, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, this bugs me. Why is it?
The part where the telephone cord got wonky. Uh-huh. It made me laugh. I was like, yeah, as a child of the 80s, absolutely. That bugs the crap out of me, even when I was like 5 or 6.
Adjust the whole phone line to try and get it fixed.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And that's why we do this.
And that's why we are this anal. Hopefully you don't have that problem.
Right. If you don't have all the compulsions we do, congratulations on your mental health. But also, quilting is a great hobby for people who are slightly OCD.
Seriously, it lets me feed it.
It gives you an outlet for it without it taking over like the life of your children and your husband and your home and everything. You know, you can't control everything, but I can control how this cabinet is organized.
Yeah, or how I lay out my things.
Or my design board layout.
Yeah, that I can control.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Oh, sleep, buddy.
I'm massaging his neck over here because he was cramped in there funny as a triplet. And so he has
having triplets.
He has a hard time totally straightening his neck, so I'm kind of loosening the muscles.
Is the littlest one and the one that looks the least pregnant.
Right, the one that looks like she's maybe carrying one baby. She keeps having triplets.
Yeah. Kind of funny.
Yep.
But yeah. Oh. That feels good, Mom.
Right? I'll take a neck massage.
Sweet baby. Well, we'll let you know how the lamb does.
Right.
Because I'm sure that's what you're concerned about.
Right.
In the meantime,
send all your good thoughts for him.
Good thoughts. You don't have a name yet because we're 2 hours old.
Haven't gotten there. I've been making sure because last year 2 of the kids didn't really get any say in naming them, and they were very upset. And so this year we're choosing names all together.
Got
it. So I think I'm gonna let Sophie pick for the other 2.
Oh no.
She wants Ken and Barbie.
I would say she was wanting a Ken and Barbie.
She really wants a Barbie.
And you had girl and boy. They're gonna be Ken and Barbie. Both.
Right. The girl and boy yesterday are because it's Cookie's babies. So we have to keep with the baked goods idea. So they are Chip, chocolate chip, and Chelsea, and then Chelsea bun.
Nice.
So we've got Chip and Chelsea. And then our others are Poppy and Dudley, which they don't go together, but they both go with their mom. And mom is Petunia. So Poppy is a flower.
And Barbie. Maybe he'll be Alan.
Right. He can be Alan.
Anyway. Hi, Alan.
Just kidding. I'm not going to be Alan.
That would be mean. Okay. Well, anyway, keep working on your
swatches. Keep posting pictures. We love them. And it's been fun to see what everybody's coming up with.
You got a couple weeks left. Well, 12 days.
And guys, seriously, cutting this thing out is 15 minutes.
It is so
You can have several Jelly Roll layers together, slice it down. Like Liz and I said the last time we talked about it, we did not split our Jelly Rolls up because it says to do like 33 one way and the others as all percenters. I just cut everything out of all 42 rolls. So that works great for me.
Me too. And it's simplified it for me.
Could also have been because I didn't first.
Not surprising. So anyway, we're gonna get back to work, but have a good one. Keep working on your challenge quote.
Everybody.
Then good vibes for baby. And we'll see you later.
Right? Bye guys.